Hey, and welcome back to How to Be Real, a place where we can be real in a world obsessed with fake. I am Tasha B. I am an actor, filmmaker, and creator that is feeling very bright and shiny these days. You feel me? And I'm not dimming.
Period.
You know, I don't want to.
And you don't have to.
I'm going to.
And I'm Tay. I am a creative producer, lover of all things wellness, and your favorite local yogi.
Yes, you are. And after we get that out the way, I say, how you doing, Tay?
Girl, I'm doing pretty damn good. I feel like a bad bitch. I just got my hair
Period. And our hair is cute. If you're not looking, go look at the video because it's cute.
Right. It's yeah. I did the kind of like the popular like miracle knot thing going on right now. I think it's also called like pick and drop braids. It's a whole bunch of
boho. There's a whole bunch of yes.
It's the style that you recognize and that has been going on for a while, but they always change up the names and shit.
Yeah.
But,
I like the color too.
You know what's crazy is I got the braiding hair and then I got the human hair and I got them in the same color, the number 4. Mm-hmm. But the human hair came like brighter, like lighter brown. And so I was like, still very summery.
Yeah, it's very cute. It's definitely, it's giving summer.
It's giving summer, period. How are you doing, friend?
I'm doing good. Coming off of the show, we had our closing weekend on Sunday, or our closing show Sunday. And it was really cool. We had a little party potluck situation. That was nice. And I feel really blessed to have been a part of that project. And I really do feel like it came right on time because I feel like I am out of my box. It jolted me out of my dang box. So I'm really, 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 really happy and excited to like move forward with a new like creative freedom. So I really like that.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm feeling. Creatively free. And brave.
You did amazing, Tasha.
Thank
it was so good. It was so good. And yeah, we had the chance to take a group to come and see.
We did, real ones. If you're listening, thank you so much for coming. That was so nice. The real ones were definitely into the show. Mm-hmm. Okay, I heard them, and it was so nice to get that energy back. Oh my God, it feels really good on stage for me. I don't know about other actors to like have the audience engaged in what I'm doing and what I'm saying because it's like you're there with me.
It was an immersive experience. Yeah. The seats that we had were also like damn near
on the stage. They were like really, really close. Y'all was in it, so it was really nice.
It was a fun seat and a fun show and such a good play, and I can't wait for it to come out on video.
I know. I had a freaking blast, and I'm proud of the work I did. Like I showed up in the best way possible. I'm really, really, really excited. I got some really good feedback from some people that I really respect. So yeah, I'm just all around. I feel like that's why I'm feeling bright and shiny. Because I'm like I am a star. I'm letting my light shine. Yay.
Yes.
Speaking of letting light shine, shouty, bringing us to our shout outs. I'm shouting out, and this is a year, I don't want to say late, but a year after this amazing thing happens. Tiffany Slayton, I believe, either Slatton or Slayton. I'm guessing Slayton.
Okay.
Last April, so 2025, she survived 3 weeks in the California Sierra Nevada mountains in last April, March, April. So pretty much end of winter, beginning of springtime. There's snowstorms. She survived for 3 weeks. She was planning to be gone for 3 days, just as a solo camping trip for her birthday. And she ended up falling, injuring her leg, needing to splint that leg, and being lost. She ended up 40 miles away from where I think she was camping in this remote cabin that was owned by a resort owner who owned a resort kind of in the Sierra Nevada mountains in that area. And luckily she gets there, and I believe either the day before or the day after she gets there, they plowed the street, and the person who owned the cabin went to check on his cabin and get it ready for summer and stuff, and she was in there.
Wow.
And it was so beautiful to see that person whose cabin it was. He came in, and he said he saw her, and he ran up to her, and he was like, she just wanted a hug, so they just hugged. Aww. And then afterwards, he saw that it was her from the news, because obviously she was missing. They were looking for her.
They're like, we need to find our girl.
She survived for 3 weeks on leeks that are native to the Sierra Nevadas. So she was foraging for leeks and drinking melted snow and pine needle tea. She only lost 10 pounds.
She said,
Which is like,
I am eating good.
Yeah,
at the very least.
10 pounds is a lot to lose in 3 weeks, I guess. But I'm gonna be honest, like the fact that that's all she lost.
Yeah, that's impressive as fuck.
She was sustaining
Yes.
with an injury.
Yes.
She said when she saw the cabin, she thought it was like a mirage.
I would
she was
too.
losing her mind. She thought she was hallucinating, but it was real, and her life is saved. So I really hope they make a movie about Tiffany Slayton and her story, because
I would make a good ass
I would
movie.
absolutely watch this movie.
Bro,
Like,
come on, Hulu, Netflix, do your
my
thing.
gosh.
Y'all have some shit on there that's like, why'd you even make that? So this is a story that
this
actually
is a story
would be
that
great
really
to
happened
see.
in California. Like, God, dog, girl. So glad they found her. You are definitely blessed, Tiffany.
Yes.
So whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a good time.
I know. Shout out to you, girl.
Shout out to Tiffany Slayton. 3 realists. I'm excited for this one. I feel like I've been proposing this one for a few episodes. So I'm glad to finally get to talk about
Let's
it.
dive in.
Our 3 realists is the 3 realist parts of ourselves that we have rediscovered this year or just recently. What's yours, Tay?
So I would say this is like, sorry, there's a little
gnat in here.
It must be loving my Vaseline. But something that I've rediscovered past year, is like my anger. You know, I feel like since adolescence, I've had this like estranged relationship with my anger. Like it just isn't something that should be showed, or I didn't really know how to show it because it just never really. I never really allowed it a spotlight, you know? And so I think rediscovering how it feels, the role it plays in my life, like my relationship with it, how I express it, has all been just like this new journey. Yeah. So, but a journey that needs to be had.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. That's number 1. That's at the top of my list.
I like that, because anger isn't all good, all bad. It just is.
It just
and
is.
It's information. It tells you a lot about how you're feeling, about what's right for you, what's not, what's aligned and what's not. So I like that for you.
Thank you. I'm working through it, girl.
Yeah, you are. I'm proud.
Second thing I would say is my enjoyment of traveling. Girl, I used to really like to travel back in the day. Like, it used to be like, just really fun, going to a new place, the whole experience. And then I've talked about it on the show a few times, went through just like major anxiety, flight anxiety specifically. And I'm coming around the other side of that,
Good.
And it's like, not only, it doesn't feel like just like, okay, I can do it, but I don't want to for real. Into like, no, I can do it, and I'm like looking forward to the experience, to the trip.
Yeah.
I'm still working on the experience part, like getting through the airport and all that, and trying to like get to the seat and calm down before getting into the air. But one step at a time.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Still rediscovering.
Yeah. We'll always be rediscovering.
Yes, exactly. And my last one, this is like just super lighthearted, but my love for stickers. Oh my God,
I love a good sticker.
I love a good
Stickers are
sticker.
dope.
I just recently bought a sticker book for myself.
Cute.
It's hella cute, and it's like the book says something like stickers about everything or something like that. And so it's just stickers of they're realistic style, so they look real, and they have pictures of like coral and seashells and birds and tigers,
that's so
and
cool.
like people and like magic, like cards and gemstones, just a whole bunch of random stuff.
Yeah.
And so lately, I just got it last week, and so I've done about 4 pages so far, and I'll just get my markers and I'll do a whole like page of stickies and like certain words that I'm thinking. I'm kind of treating it as like a journal right now. Like, let me try to express myself through my sticker page.
Because it brings you joy, stickers.
Yes,
so
exactly.
That's so cute.
So I did one on 4th of July, and it was very like revolutionary.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm having fun with that. So it's been cool.
That sounds fun. I love that.
What are some of the things you're rediscovering?
For one, the first one I'll say my boldness. My bold flavor. I watered it down for a very long time, and it was buried beneath professionalism, which we were talking about last episode,
Ooh.
and that whole thing. And then, like, I don't know, I guess, like, externalizing too much, where it's just, like, being too affected by what's going on around me. You know, like, we should all be somewhat affected. We're all, you know, there's no way to not be affected, but not having that, you know, make me dim my light or make me, like, you know, kind of water myself down, like I said. So I've been really leaning more into it of, like, no, there is a bold flavor here, and yeah, some people might not like it, but it's my flavor, and I don't want to be one of those people that don't like it anymore. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So if there's only one motherfucker that likes it, it's gonna be me.
It's gonna be me.
I like it.
At the very least. And that's honestly the first person that matters to.
That's the only person that matters, boo. I am here and I like it. So it doesn't mean I want to be rude, but it's just like I do want to be more unapologetic.
Yes.
So many people are walking around like that who probably shouldn't walk around like that. But hey, they're them.
Right. Let me not yuck your flavor. The fuck?
Let me just go on ahead and be me. My next one is kind of a piggyback, but my whimsy. Just having fun, being funny. Because I feel like I always be having jokes, but in some spaces I'll, like, not say them. And, like, save them for, like, when I come home and tell my husband about the situation. Like, I was about to say, and then I say what I was about to say, and he's laughing. And I'm like, man, why don't I just say it?
Because you're funny as hell.
But I've been one of them people to where, like, whatever little joke I tell might hurt somebody's feelings.
That's the only thing.
Unintentionally. Like, really on some, like, I threw that shoe out there not knowing it was going to fit somebody, and oops,
sorry. Didn't mean to call you out on that.
Well, no, ain't nothing wrong with you. I was talking about just how people be doing it. But then I'm walking around like, actually, yeah, what the hell? You let your cat walk on your counters?
Like, ugh.
I don't like that at all.
Maybe
I'm
you
sorry.
did need that read.
Maybe you did need that read, honey. Not everybody thinks that's cool. You know, not shying away from a silly moment.
Yes.
And it'd be just a chance to sing, dance, just
let
whatever
loose.
Whatever. Like, I'm not gonna be embarrassed. I'm just gonna lean into the whimsy and just really have fun in this life. Like, I want to enjoy life. Like, have fun for real. And it don't need to be a whole thing to have fun. You could really, like, I'd be asking myself, like, how can I make that more fun? I remember I started doing this thing where, like, every time I would heat something up in the microwave, I'll just dance until music or no music. I'll just be like, oh, you gotta dance for 2 minutes now. And I gotta dance for 2 minutes while my chili's heating up in the microwave or whatever. And it, like, really does add more just flavor. Because there would be sometimes I'll be like, all right, I got to. And then I would do it. And then it would be like, wait, I know what song I want to hear. And then I'll put a little song on my phone and just keep going. And the thing will beep and I'll still be wanting to dance. I'm dancing with my bowl.
Fire. Yeah.
Walking to the thing. Matter of fact, I'm going to do another minute. Make it hotter. And dance a little more.
Period.
So, yeah, just really leaning into that of just having fun. Wherever I can, however I can, making it fun. Because life is life.
Life is life.
Life is life. And you got to just enjoy it while you can.
Yes.
You know, all of it. Even the weird shit.
I like that question. How can I make this more fun?
You know, it's a good question. Because especially when you're by yourself. Because for me, it could be recounting a funny ass memory. Recounting funny memories, you know, like I was just telling you about one where I walked in that bathroom.
Oh, yes.
Stinky. Like, that's funny. Remember when you said this? That was crazy. You offended that lady, but that was funny. She needed to hear it.
Yeah. You know those moments where you just realize we're just human, dude.
We're just human. We're just going through or like a funny memory with friends or family. Just like, that was cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, my last one is my wisdom. Tapping into my knowing and trusting that. You know, like really trusting, like, you know, I know that.
Yes.
Because I feel like so much of our upbringing, and even the world today, especially with all this propaganda, is like, don't believe yourself. Don't believe what you heard, what you believe. Don't believe what you believe.
Don't believe
what we're telling you to believe.
Yes.
And so there's a lot of that energy going around. So it's like I've been really focusing on leaning in, and when I know something, like if I know this ain't right, I'm not going to listen to anybody trying to convince me it's not.
Right.
It's not wrong. Like, it's wrong. I know it's wrong. And I'm not going to let you convince me it's not wrong to be a hateful bigot. It's wrong.
Yep.
You're wrong. You judge somebody based off of, you know, the name they refer to God as. Like, you know what I mean? Their religion, like you're judging a whole religion of people. That's wrong. And you're not going to convince me that Jesus said that we should do that. I'm sorry.
No.
You're not going to convince me.
Absolutely not.
You're wrong.
So, especially knowing the Bible not only was translated hella times, but also written by
men and
come on now.
all this stuff. Sorry, honey. You're not going to convince me that.
You're not.
And then, yeah, just my intuition as well. Because that's... we've lightweight been trained out of believing our intuition is wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Something you were talking about where you were saying that we carry our mother's DNA in our bodies, and it's basically so that her DNA can kind of train our DNA and how to like navigate the world.
Yep.
And intuition probably plays into that.
Big time. Like, is that intuition at work? That's my intuition. That's my my mother's DNA teaching me, guiding me, letting me know, and I'm over here like, that feels weird, fighting it, swatting it off.
You don't know why it's wrong.
Yeah.
Because you're naive in this body, but this DNA knows, girl, nah, that ain't right.
No, this ain't right.
We know this vibe. Mm-hmm. It's not going to go good after this. Don't do that.
Don't do that. One of the things that I really love that I hear in yoga classes that I also try to sprinkle into the ones that I teach are when folks say, trust your body's wisdom. I'm like, ooh, instead, because sometimes we say like, oh, do what feels good, do what feels right in your body, listen to your body. But it's like, yes, but when you say trust your body's wisdom, that makes me feel like, it makes me drop in and lock into like the fact that one, my body has wisdom, and two, it's okay to trust what I'm feeling.
It's okay to trust what I'm feeling in my body. And that wisdom, acknowledge the wisdom. So yes, that is where I'm at with that. But that really transitioned us right into our weekly reel, which is trusting ourselves and building trust within ourselves. And first I want to talk about like why it's important to trust yourself. And for me, I'm like, the more we trust ourselves, the more we can actually tap into who we are. Like, what is the essence of us? Whether that be like our truth and, you know, our story or our wisdom, like we were talking about, or even our purpose. Because I feel like it wasn't really until I started trusting my inner voice and my inner, I don't know, my inner wisdom, my inner truth, myself at the core. It wasn't until then that I actually started to, I don't know, I guess hear that more. The more you trust it, the more you can identify it and hear it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like a weird symbiotic relationship of like, I trust you. So now this little, you know, candle lit in my chest also now trusts me and is going to start burning a little bit brighter and being more recognizable to me so that I do know what my purpose is and what it is that truly brings me joy, who it is that truly makes me happy, you know, what it is I do really want out of life. You know, I can really get to that meat and potatoes when I trust myself that I am good, you know?
1000%. I feel like that, the other layer to that continues to make trusting yourself important is, but I just feel like if you don't trust yourself or don't learn to trust yourself, is you could easily be swayed by others' decisions for you. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not locked into you and willing to take that leap of trust and faith in yourself, then somebody else's leap of faith is going to replace yours. You know, somebody else's decisions for your life are going to replace your own. And you'll be sitting there wondering, like, why am I so miserable? So many people right now, we are seeing it on a daily basis. Scroll through any comments. You'll see hella people just miserable saying hateful, stupid ass shit. And you're like, I can almost positively say you are not where you want to be, maybe not living in your purpose,
right?
Because you refuse to trust yourself. Something in you is not trusting where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. And I think when you do trust yourself, when you do take the leap, it allows you to just like stand firm in what you believe in. Yeah. Like you said, you can't be swayed.
You can't be swayed. And then also the not externalizing. I know I mentioned it earlier, and that's something that I'm realizing. The more I trust myself, the less I'm externalizing things. We talked earlier off pod about like we're both kind of in this era of wanting to lean into more bold, you know, things in life generally, but even like expressing ourselves, from you with your stickers to like wanting to be more bold in your wardrobe, and we were talking about that.
Yeah.
And for me, it was shifting from the mindset of like, how is this outfit going to be received by other people in this area, to how do I want to feel, and does this outfit make me feel like I want to feel when I walk into this area? And it really really centers us in the whole, like, how do I want to feel? And actually, maybe I do want to wear the yellow shirt or the yellow dress with polka dots on it. Maybe I do want to wear that because that's going to make me feel like I want to feel, which is like bright and hi, I want to feel like that. And how everyone else feels about that is really none of my business.
Literally, it's so addicting to make decisions that you trust for yourself.
It is.
And I think it's because when you make a decision that's rooted in trust, it builds pride. Like, you feel that, like, you know, proud chest moment where you're like, oh, I'm sitting up a little taller. Like, I feel really proud of myself. And I think that feeling also then leads to confidence.
Yes.
You know? And so now you're like, I don't know, it's like a rush. You get just this like addiction kind of adrenaline rush when you are able to make those decisions. But it's like every time it also is kind of, for me anyways, an adrenaline rush to even choose to trust yourself. Because you're like, this shit is kind of scary. I don't know what's going to be on the other side of this. You know?
Yeah, I feel like in the beginning it definitely feels like that. I know for me, like, I don't know, I feel like where I'm at now is more so like I built that relationship, because that's what I was going to say earlier. Like, it is building a relationship with yourself. And as we can easily identify in other relationships, like especially like our partners, you need to be able to trust the person you're in a relationship with. If there's no trust, it's going to be a very toxic relationship. But we hardly think of that when it's ourselves. When you don't trust yourself internally, there's a fight going on, because there is this wisdom, there is this knowing, there is this authentic you in here. But whatever it is that you have going on, be it our insecurities or our worries, our, you know, us externalizing thing and kind of absorbing other people's feelings towards us, all of that is in direct conflict with you just being you, your core you-ness. So it's
star
like,
player.
Yeah. And so of course there's no trust there. You're not just trusting you to be you, and that you're going to be okay, and that you're a good person, and that, you know, hey, it's going to be what it's going to be. If someone has a problem, they'll tell you, and I trust that I'll be able to be like, hey, you know, I didn't mean to have a problem. You know, like, I'll handle it when it comes. And I feel like that's where I'm at now, to where, like, I had this mantra that I incorporated like 2 years ago, where things that I didn't plan would happen, as life do.
As it do.
And I would kind of be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I would be kind of freaking out about it and just be like, oh, so thrown off. But now, like, I began this, and now it's like second nature. But I had to start telling myself, when I caught myself in that spiral of like, oh my God, what am I going to do? It would be like, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. And half the time saying that is like, when do I need to figure it out? I have 2 days. I have until tomorrow. And there are some times where I will really just have to push it like that. Just like, I'll figure that out in the morning. I'm going to bed. And then you wake up and it's like, okay, I think I'll just do this. And then a lot of stuff works out. And
it
really is like surrendering a lot of, you know, this control, this kind of what we're used to, trying to externalize things and force things and question things, and it takes you out of that kind of survival mode thing into a like, look, I trust that I have what I need to take care of what needs to be taken care of. It's gonna be okay.
Everything's gonna be fine.
Everything is gonna be okay.
Ooh, that is so good, because you're like, you have to trust yourself that you will take care of it later. You know what I mean?
Then you do have to take care of it later, type thing. Because
it's like,
have to.
That trust
take care of it.
Keeping a promise to yourself.
It really is. It really is. That's really what it is about. And building that trust in yourself is putting yourself in positions, like you said, where you do have to trust yourself. And so now it's like, oh, I said I was going to figure it out in the morning, and now it's the morning.
It's the morning.
And now it's time to figure it out. And I'll make it work.
And
for me, it's like those little things, intentionally doing that stacks up to the point where now it's second nature. You know, some shit, you whether it be an everyday thing, like, you know, oh my God, I just broke something. Oh, well, I'll just clean it up. And it's not going to throw you off, because you know you got the broom, you got the dustpan, You'll get you some house shoes. You'll clean up the glass. You'll alert anybody. Try to keep the dogs out the area. It'll be fine. You've done it before. You'll do it again. It'll happen.
Yep.
To like bigger things in life, like something I want to talk about is the play. So this is my second play, and there was a lot more lines that I had in this play than my last play. And our scripts were in these big binders. So normally, the last play I was in, the script was real small. Handheld little book. It was very convenient. You could throw it in your pocket, take it out, read it real quick. This one, huge ass binder.
Yeah, I seen it.
Trying to have thick on stage, right? So for the first like 2 weeks, I would have my binder. But then it was like, the first 2 weeks is more like blocking. We're trying to figure out where everyone's going to be, where you're going to enter from, where you're going to exit from, like that kind of thing. Where the set's going to be, all that kind of thing,
okay.
Right? But now that we're done with blocking, now it's like, okay, now we're looking for acting. So once we're looking for acting, where the director's going to start directing us on our acting, you cannot be standing there with a big-ass binder because she needs to see what you're finna be doing on the stage when people see the play.
How
you are
moving
not
your
going
body
to have
and
a
your
binder
arms.
when people are watching this fucking play. You better not.
Yep.
So
you better
it really forced me to like set it down. I put it close, but I set it down, and I would basically, like, when I knew a certain scene was coming, I would like read my lines for that scene, and then boop, and go out there and do it. And what quickly you find out from doing that is way more of the lines than you're giving yourself credit for. Like, there were so many times I did the scene and I was like, okay, someone else had a script. Like, did I mess anything up? Like, no, you said everything right. Like, oh,
perfect. Yeah, I did.
I do know these lines. And so that was something to where it was like, I remember the first time that I did that, I thought I just wasn't going to know anything, but I knew way more of the lines. Like, it was like very few lines that I was like either using the wrong words for, or like completely forgetting were there. It was very few. And I was really proud of myself. And that made me feel like, oh man, now I don't need to read this, because I was reading the whole play 3 times before I went to bed every night. And I was like, I don't need to do that. I just know that there are these 2 scenes that I struggled with. I need to read those ones before I go to sleep every night. And the rest of them, I know.
I got it.
And so it really... And then once I knew them scenes, then maybe another scene came up, and I just was like, oh, I only need to practice what I don't already know. So you lean on that knowing, and you trust it. And yeah, every night before I went on stage, it was like, these lines, this character, go have fun. That's like what I would say.
And it worked out.
It worked
just like
every single time. So yeah, that was like a situation that recently that I had to really just trust and lean on, like, girl, you know this.
And I feel like that is such a perfect example of the circle of like trust equals the pride equals the confidence, you know, and then it just circles back around.
Like, now I trust you because you said you were going to figure it out, and you did. You said you knew it, and I did know it.
And now I'm out there performing it, killing it. People telling me, oh my gosh, you're such a great actor, you do such amazing work, and you're like, oh my gosh, and you're just continuing to, let that circle rotate. And I feel like that, it reminds me, it just throws me all the way back to like, that's literally how we've learned trust. Like, even I think you had mentioned the like breaking up the glass and getting the broom and things. It's like, you remember when we were kids how it would feel really exciting. You want to help with everything. I want to do the dishes. I want to take the trash out. I want to, something broke. I want to help clean it up. And, your parents being like, if you don't get, but the first time they actually let you help and you do it, it's like, or they let you do it, it feels so cool and exciting and fun because you've built that. You're like, now I'm proud of myself. My mom's proud of me. Like, you know what I mean? Now I have confidence to do it again next time. The dishes.
Now you're like excited to do dishes, excited to clean up the broken whatever.
Yep. But then as it continues, you live your life, and you, all of a sudden you turn, 34, and you're like, something breaks. You're like, oh my gosh, now it's a chore type shit.
Or you're stacking it on top of. Because that's something else with the like trusting myself and then being present is you don't stack shit up to where it's not like, I woke up late, my dog threw up, and now the fucking glass is broken. Like, you don't like connect dots that are like, that's not connected, girl. That's just what happened today.
That's just what happened.
We cannot say that,
But by the time you get old enough to deal with that situation that feels just so like mundane, it's like it's because you've spent years practicing that form of trust to that specific type of activity.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is like what you just displayed or what you just shared about like the acting in that circle.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, in 10 years from now, you've already been in the game for like 10 years,
Yeah.
you know, 10 years from now, you're going to be, you know, on Broadway being like, oh, I remember when I did my second play and I locked this in.
Right.
You know?
When I used to like, and I think for me, it was also trusting my process because, you know, just because it's my second play doesn't mean that I didn't have to learn lines.
Oh, exactly.
And, you know what I mean? Know stuff. And I had a process and I used the same process for, you know, all of my TV film acting to theater. And it works. It literally is just like, for me, whatever the lines are, I read them 3 times before I go to bed, 3 times before or as soon as I wake up. And usually it progresses to where like before I go to bed, I'm reading. When I wake up in the morning, before I open my eyes, I'm reciting what I know from memory 3 times. And then wake up, and if I need to read it to make sure I got it right, I'll do that. But usually that's the thing. And that always helps me know my lines. Like more than just repeating them. And then if it's something that feels weird to say in my mouth because somebody else wrote it, then I'll just record myself saying it and then listen to it. Because now I'm listening to myself say it. And so it doesn't feel so like, these aren't my words.
Yeah.
But if I hear myself say it enough times, they will be my words.
Yep.
So that's another technique that I use. So
this is me.
yeah, for stuff like that, it really is just like, okay, yeah, I know the techniques. Trust that you know your that's another mantra I have. Like, trust that you have what it takes. You already have it. It's already there. You have it. Everything you need to do this, you have it. Whether it's before I lift something heavy, before I go on a run, before I do an audition, before I go on that stage, before I enter a social gathering, whatever it is, it's like I have what I need to take care of myself in this moment. So, and I will take care of myself. It's going to be cool.
Ooh, what? That's beautiful.
I have it.
That is beautiful.
I have it.
I have it.
New mantra, y'all. Say that to yourself. I have it.
No,
I have all of it.
Right. Okay. I feel like I definitely was like kind of trying to get a lock in on that when I left Soze, when I left my last agency and went out into entrepreneurship. It took me a year to decide to do that.
Yeah.
And I remember I kept talking to like you about it, my mom about it, and Rod about it. And I was just like, I remember my mom like being like, it had been some time already. And she was like, girl, you can do this. Like you can do this. And if you end up going and taking the leap and you don't like it doesn't work out, you can go and get you another job. Like,
they'll always want you.
Yeah, you can go and get you another job, find something great. You're great. You'll be good. But I think this is a perfect time for you to
get on out there,
yeah,
girl.
Just get on out there.
Get on that ninth flow.
Yes, exactly. And I feel like the first step, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to start it while I'm still at my company. So I can like, you know, just dip my toe.
A warm transfer?
Yes, a warm transfer. It feels like, you know, when you're learning to ride a bike and they like take the training wheels off, but your parents still like kind of has their hands on your back while you're running.
Yeah.
And you're like, keep looking back at them like, don't let go. I'm not ready. Don't let go. And then just before you know it, you're over there riding that G-thing and they're like way back behind you.
And you're like, oh my God.
But then sometimes when you look back and you see they're not there anymore, you fall and you scrape your knee. Because I'm going to be honest, learning to trust yourself can get messy. It can get messy. You know, it's not like, oh, you take the leap and it's like, everything worked out. Sometimes you take the leap and you fall flat on your face.
Or it feels like you fell flat on your face. Because I know I've been in situations where it's like, oh my God, this is a new situation. I guess I'll figure it out. And then me figuring it out, maybe it doesn't go as I thought it would go. Maybe it's not like, it doesn't feel like a win right out. But then later on, it was like, hey, remember that guy you bumped into? Yeah, that was awkward, right? But remember you ended up talking to him for a while. You got his Instagram. He followed something that you're doing, and now he wants to work with you. You know, like those type of things where it's like, it doesn't feel like what I thought a good outcome would feel like. But it was still a good outcome. It just wasn't the good outcome that I I don't know,
Had.
expected
Yeah.
or whatever expectation I had. It wasn't that, but it was still good. You know what I mean? It might have been uncomfortable even, but it was still good. You know what I mean? And so I think that's
took a little like extra steps,
Yeah.
a little extra time,
or just a different form
Or a different
entirely.
form
to where it
entirely.
was just like, this did not go as you thought it was gonna go, but it still worked out for the best. It actually was more in alignment with what you're trying to do, and you know, that kind of thing. Because I've definitely been experiencing that just between last year and this year, of how I walk into certain situations. I don't know, like in that between time of like fully trusting yourself and having whatever tools that you need, and I guess it just being new. So it's like it's new and you still need to build that confidence in yourself.
Yeah.
And it really happens, at least for me, after the fact, to where it was like, oh, I handled myself well, and maybe I felt awkward in the moment, but I stayed and I showed up anyway, and I did it scared. I addressed the room, even though I was super nervous to do so. I still did it, and I stepped out and I pushed myself to figure it out. Maybe I just felt like I was figuring it out the whole time I was there, but the payoff is that I actually showed up.
Yep.
You know what I mean? When I can download the, you know, or process the situation after the fact, going to sleep, it's like, actually, that was pretty dope.
That was
and then
pretty
you go
dope.
through your camera roll like, damn, I got pictures with such and such and so, and wow, this actually looks cool. And then people are hitting you up in your DM, and you're just like, oh my God, that went so well.
Yeah.
But I did feel like I was figuring it out all night.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it did feel like a constant, like, recalibrate. Oh, okay, maybe not this.
Hella
Okay,
pivots.
yes, hella pivots throughout the night. And it was a little uncomfortable because I was out of my box and I was a little out of my element, but I still showed up.
There we
go. I think that's the, like, I guess what I'm trying to express of like, there is this, I don't want to say gray area because it's not gray. You are doing the thing, but it's new.
It's
so
new.
It feels awkward. Like it's going to feel awkward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not going to always feel super comfy to be like, I'm figuring it out in real time at this social event.
Myself.
Yeah,
like,
I'm trusting myself. It is a very much, you're present and in the moment and you're doing that.
Yeah. You know, I think also too, to your point, there is, as long as you trust the decision you're making, I don't think it's ever a wrong move.
No.
I think for me, what sometimes got me shook up in the beginning, and sometimes, let's be honest, sometimes still,
right,
is when I think I'm listening to my trust yourself voice, but it got a little conflated with your do the societal norm voice.
Or like a reaction type of like,
yes.
Oh, no, go back to the old ways.
Exactly.
This feels weird. Do something familiar. And then
abort.
Do the familiar thing. And it's like, no, that's the thing we said we don't want to do.
Yes, and it's like, in the moment, I thought I was trusting my gut. I thought I was like going for what felt right, but it wasn't my gut, it was my head. You know what I mean? Maybe it was my brain or like a different area of my body that is the reaction response, you know,
fight or flight.
It was rooted in fight or flight. It was not rooted in trust. And I think sometimes that process of differentiating which one that is, which voice is answering, that can get a little gray area-ish.
It can be a little bit like, hold on, wait a minute. And what helps is slowing it down.
Oh, agreed.
Slowing everything down.
Yep.
And I feel like I'm still learning to do that. And like, it's okay. It's okay to like let there be silence. Don't feel the need. And I feel like I got over this a while ago, but don't feel the need just because you're in a social setting and it goes quiet. So what?
Yeah. Sometimes it feels nice to not talk.
It's okay for all of us to be quiet. I don't mean I hate y'all. I'm just chilling.
Literally enjoying this.
I like it. And then it slows everything down. Have you ever been in a conversation and felt like, okay, you know how we do that thing where like, okay, so-and-so is talking right now, but what they just said reminded me of this thing that happened to me. I want to share it with the group. Once they're done talking, I'm going to start and share this thing. And then before you can share your thing, someone else starts talking, and then someone else starts talking. And then after a while, you're like, actually, I'm glad I didn't hear that. Like, that didn't need to be shared in this space. And then you're kind of glad that like, oh, see, I'm kind of glad
that happened that
life
way.
just kind of did that. And I didn't just like, wait, before you say that, let me tell y'all the story about my toe. And it's just like, wait a minute. Yes, so-and-so was just talking about their foot, but you did not need to talk about your toe in front of these people. Like, you didn't need to do that. That wasn't, yeah.
It worked out for the best.
Delete it, don't share it. So, yeah,
Yo.
all I'm saying is, like, yeah, the, like, slowing it down and trying to be present. Grounding and being present in the moment is something that can absolutely help with the, like, discerning between the trust and getting out of the reaction, survival mode situation. Because
rapid response.
Yeah, rapid response. Like, even with text messages, sometimes I could feel like, oh my God, I have to text this person. And it's like, you don't. Mm-hmm. You don't have to text them back. Mm-hmm. No, you can text them back after you take a shower and eat your dinner.
Literally.
Or in the morning.
Literally. Like, Lord knows, I'd be like, I don't know what it is. Sometimes text messages just alone. I could be having a day free of text messages and I get one message and I'm like,
why?
I'm overwhelmed.
Why is it a text?
Oh my gosh. But you know what? I think there's only been, I've never had anybody go off on me because I didn't text them. You know what I mean? Like,
I have. But kind of like toxic people though. Let's be real. Not like
that's a better thing. I don't think I've ever had anybody who I'm in a healthy relationship with go off on me because you're right. There's been moments.
There's definitely been moments.
But healthy relationships, no. Have there been conversations like, hey, it'd be nice if you responded to my message before the next week,
or like a call. Hey, did you get my text?
Yeah, exactly.
Just checking. Just checking.
To check because it's been almost 6 days. So
it was last week when I sent the text.
And
I saw you online.
I saw the dots pop up and then I saw you online. You posted to
the
stories, girl.
I saw your story and I liked your story.
Look, guilty.
You okay?
And that's why all my people know. Call me. Call me.
Yeah, girl, I'm talking about you.
No, no, for real. Girl, I know. I feel it. I feel the read, honey. It's real.
Girl. You look real cute in the story, but did you get my text? Now I'm sending a voice note. Hey, girl, don't know if you got my text, but
I know you did because it says delivered.
Let me know what you think, girl, because I was thinking. So just text me back.
Just hit me back when you get. Thanks.
But something that has really helped me on this journey is my mantras. I mentioned it earlier.
Good ones.
I'll figure it out was one that helped me. Like, it's just something to say. Because it's like, okay, I talked about like being present and then catching certain behaviors. Because it's like, obviously the first step is identifying something that you're doing that you're like, oh, I'm doing this and I don't really like this outcome. So then after that is like, you're catching yourself. Oh, I'm doing it again. Okay, now what? So for me, the I'm doing it again was the like spiraling of like, oh no, I don't do anything right. Damn it, it messed up. Oh, it broke. Ah! And instead of leaning into that, just being like, I'll figure it out. I always do. It's fine. This isn't ideal, but I'll figure it out. And then after that is really like, I was telling you, one that's really kind of new to me is I'm good. I'm good. I'm a good person. I'm good. All is well. I'm at peace.
Yeah.
I am good. Whatever good is,
I'm that.
I'm good things. I'm good vibes. I'm good tidings. I'm all of that. I'm good. I'm good energy. I'm good. I'm good. I align with good.
Yes, I align with good. That reminds me of Kendrick's I'm real.
Yes, I love that song. I'm really
yes.
So yeah, I like that. So, like I'm good, or like even like trust yourself. I say that one often, like trust that, or just like trust that. Like I said, going on stage, it was like, girl, you have it.
You have it.
Trust that.
Boom.
Trust what you have.
I love those.
Because you have it. So trust it.
Literally. Mantras are great because I feel like you can tap into them at any point in time, no matter where you are, who you're with. Like, you can say them out loud or to yourself. You know, sometimes you got to pull a mirror bitch moment, like an Insecure, and go take a bathroom break and have a
really
one-on-one. Lock in.
That helps. Or even, like you said, saying it out loud. I've said stuff out loud at the grocery store. Someone will hear me like, girl, it's going to be okay. And someone will look at me and just like, girl, look. Life is doing what it's doing right now, and I'm doing what I need to do.
Yes.
To get through.
I think you already mentioned one of the main things that helps me, but it is taking a beat. Like
Yeah.
taking a moment, taking a breather. You know, people say, take a breather. I really be trying to do that. Like, okay, I need to breathe. I need to, because I'm so prone to rapid response, you know,
Yeah.
to acting quickly, responding quickly. And 9 times out of 10, if I let that take over, I like am gonna say yes to everything, or you know what I mean, just
Take on way too much.
take
Yeah.
on way too much, or make decisions in haste that I'm actually not 100% sure I stand behind, you know.
Yeah.
And that applies to all scenarios,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Hell
And
yeah.
so I think for me, it really, really in real time, I would be having to be like, yeah. One of my new things that I'm saying is, let me think about it. You know,
Yeah.
let me think about it, or can I get back to you? You know,
Mhm.
and that has been just one of those things where it's like, it's not that deep. Saying something like that, people really rarely react to that.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, this is so normal.
Yeah, no worries.
No worries, all good. And you're like, damn, I could have been saying this the whole fucking time. Wow. Because like you, sometimes I just need a good, like, a sleep on it, or just to be in my own space to really make sure I feel good about it. But for me, yeah, what's helping me to trust myself a lot more is just like taking that breather, thinking about my decision, or, you know, my thought. Sometimes you don't always have the time to do so, but I think also what we were talking about off pod earlier, sometimes what you have to do is take the time, you know. I'm in charge of this life. If somebody's trying to force you into a quick decision and they're not comfortable with you taking a moment to decide, is that the right decision for you? Is that the right opportunity for you? Are those the right people for you? Like, you know,
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to, or what I'm doing at the
Yeah.
moment, you know, until it starts feeling like I can take the training wheels off and it can flow easily, where it's like, I don't have to answer you now. That's where I'm at. That's where
Yeah.
I'll stay.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a process, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's really is. We got to start somewhere.
Exactly.
And, you know,
These are our tools.
for me, it's definitely starting with the awareness and then catching yourself in the moment of like, ooh, let me rethink that.
Yeah.
Let me at least think about it twice. Even if it's a long ass pause. I've left people on like, hold on. Like, you know, sorry, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, that should work.
Mm-hmm.
Something, or even giving the caveat of like, for now I'll say yes, but if something changes, I'll let you know. Because then it kind of keeps it open to where it's just like, you're kind of asking me for an answer and I'm lightweight in the middle of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
For now, it sounds okay, but I will have to check my calendar. I might have something, I don't know. So just I can get back to you by tomorrow and let you know if it'll work. You know what I mean? Like that type of thing.
Absolutely.
So taking the time, taking the space, because that's what it also requires. Trusting yourself is taking space. And I feel like I'm still learning how to like take up space and not let how other people react to my energy make me dim.
That fucking part.
Like for me, that's hitting really hard right now. Because
Yes.
it's like, just because they may have a weird reaction and now they're acting weird just because you're beaming in this place, you're smiling,
Right.
you look good, you're confident as
blinding
hell.
light.
Just because they might feel like, about it doesn't mean that you need to feel like that about it.
No.
Doesn't mean that it's bad, doesn't mean that they're right, doesn't mean that you need to dim or that something's wrong with you. And I'm there. And I feel like I'm further along than I was. But you know how you just notice how like, man, why am I standing in the back of that picture? Why didn't I take some space for myself? Why didn't I do that?
Yeah.
Why was I okay with that? Even though I didn't like it, I still did that. You know what I mean?
And sometimes it takes those moments for you to be like, I need to woke up.
Okay, let me really stand in who I am and not do this. Let me stand on out, because what are y'all going to do?
Exactly.
Who going to check me, boo?
Okay, no, seriously. I think it's important to have those moments too, so that it's learning moments, not a moment to feel shame, like, fuck, I should have trusted myself more to take up space.
But it really is just like, we're not doing that again. Nobody puts baby in the fucking corner, baby. Nobody puts baby in the corner.
No.
And I'm saying that to me.
Yes. Thank you, baby.
Not even me. I'm not doing that no more. So, yeah.
Me either.
I'm not putting myself like fuck that. Let's not. No more corners.
I want a better one.
No.
There we go.
No more corners. We on the boulevard, baby.
Okay.
In the big body.
I'm in your city.
Hey. And you ain't gotta swoop me because I'm already in the big body.
Okay.
Okay. I got what I need.
Diamond
I'm
in the
here.
back.
Okay.
Woo.
But yes, part of this is also trusting my own discernment when it comes to how I feel about people and people's vibes.
That's a good one.
And not feeling like if someone does have a bad vibe that I gotta try to overcome that. I'm not overcoming anything.
No.
Cool. Your vibe's bad. I'm moving around.
My vibe's great. So.
My vibe's great. That is on you. However you feel and all this that you got going on, that is yours. And I am not picking it up.
I am trusting myself in the fact that I don't have to do anything to make you better.
Yeah.
To make
I don't
your
have
vibe
to fit,
better.
or not even your vibe, but just this vibe. It's
This vibe.
You're around me, you act weird, it's a weird vibe, it's tension. It's not on me to fix it.
No.
It's not. Maybe we just don't vibe, and that's okay. I don't have to have a beef with you because our energies aren't really aligned.
Yeah.
That's all that means.
It's okay to sit in silence in these opposing vibes.
Yeah,
That's
it's
fine.
okay. We're going to talk to you as I have to, and after that, I never have to see you again. Ever. I never, ever have to see you again.
Ever.
But yeah.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, Tash.
You know?
Trust
You
yourselves,
deal with it.
peoples.
Trust it. Trust that you're good.
Yes.
You good.
Trust that
Keep
wisdom.
doing your best and trust that shit. My final marks would be like from the big things in life to the mundane, everyday situations. Being able to confidently say, I know I'll figure it out because I always do, and really trust that because I have proof is enough to keep me sane and at peace these days.
Mm.
So that's what I say about that, baby.
A word.
Self-trust it's a ritual. It's a practice.
It's number one.
It's self-care. It's spiritual hygiene.
Spiritual hygiene. Keep that spirit clean.
Keep
honey.
that
You
spirit
ain't no puta.
fucking clean. You sure ain't. You is not dirty, girl.
You keep that spirit clean.
No cochinas over here, baby. Spiritually clean,
Uh-huh.
cleansed, blessed. Bringing us to our favorite segment. I don't like that. And Tay, you want to start us off? I was gonna start, but you start. Let's see what
I
you
got
got.
you. I got you. Yes. Okay. So, first thing I don't like is this Pilates versus yoga versus strength training discourse that I've been hearing. I feel like right now, every so often it's kind of like a cycle where it's like one thing will be at the spotlight and then the other thing and then something else, and it just kind of continues that way. Right now, I think Pilates, everybody's like talk about Pilates, going to Pilates, and before I think it was yoga, and then also now I think strength training, like lifting heavy, is also kind of coming in, being a big factor in the mix. And I just watched this video of this girl talking about like, oh, Pilates does nothing for strength training. Pilates is not considered strength training because you're not lifting heavy. Only if you're lifting heavy and your muscles are under fatigue are you strength training. And I was like, girl, have you ever done Pilates in your life? Like, Pilates builds strength for sure. Like, I hear you, my girl, but also too, like, there's room for everyone at the table.
There really is. Everything has its function.
Everything has its function. Like, there's certain things you do to like build on certain parts of your body
to
or
get certain
mindset.
Adaptions. And
Exactly.
so it's like it really is about your personal goals and what works for you.
Literally.
If it works for you, it works for you. If it doesn't, then okay.
Then it doesn't. I just don't like when people are shit talking any kind of wellness, because it's just like you're moving your body, you're going into something for your mind, really to help like get it out.
Your mind and your body in whatever way makes sense for you.
Exactly. And making sure that by the time you're 85, you can bend down and pick something up without...
Or get up off the ground.
Thank you.
Get in and out of a car.
Yes.
Get in and out of bed without like rolling.
Exactly.
You can actually sit up and get out of bed. Like, it is building your strength, but it's also like, it's a different type of strength. You might have more balance. You might feel more stable on you might have more hip strength. So it's all different.
It's all different.
So if you want to be mad strong, Pilates probably isn't the best thing to make you be able to lift the heaviest item
out there.
That's not a thing. You know what I mean? Just like if you want to know how to swim, you're not going to like run.
Right.
Whereas running might help your endurance with swimming, but you should probably swim if that's what you're trying to get better at.
Yes.
So it really depends on your goals.
They can all go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Like let us just talk about them in that way. Like let's not do that.
Yeah.
If you have advice for how somebody who does want to get stronger, just share that.
Just share that.
You know?
Stop yucking everybody yum.
Right. Because I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
What you got,
Okay,
Tosh?
I'll start off a little bit lighter. I really don't like when people talk to someone else about me as if I am not right there. I do not like that. Even when people mean no harm, they could not be saying anything negative about me. I just really dislike it. I really do dislike it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have a look on my face. Like, yeah, she said da 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 da. And it's just like,
You mean me right here?
it's one thing if you're like, you're a pescatarian, right? Okay, cool. Da da da. But if it's 3 people and 2 people are like, yeah, she said she's a pescatarian.
Me?
I usually say something like, you guys are talking about me? Oh, yeah, I am. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. Why are you doing that?
I'm right here. I can
In
be
a
involved.
weird way. Yeah, she said. Da, 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 da. And it's just like, why?
Check yourself, boo.
That's weird. Maybe it's just me, but I don't care. I don't like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm an adult. We're all adults. What are we doing?
Ugh.
Ick.
No, that's stank. That's stank. Okay, I don't like this whole heroin chic is back thing. Like, there's been this clip going around of Zendaya on her Odyssey run, and she's in this really, really gorgeous white, like, light up, is it Schiaparelli?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Dress?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it looks so dope, right? I mean, Zendaya, she always looks good, right? And in the comments, there's lots of beautiful comments, wonderful things, and somebody said, like, heroin chic is so back. I'm like, ugh.
First of all, I hate body trends, period. Body shapes as a trend is crazy. Like, I'm sorry.
That's exactly what I was getting
here?
at. Yup.
People bodies are going to be who they're going to be. Like, I'm sorry. No.
And heroin chic, I also just don't like that term.
So unhealthy.
Yeah, literally.
So unhealthy. And then it's like, to be like, it's so back as if Zendaya, like, has not always looked how she looks.
Exactly.
What are we doing right now? Why are we trying to make it seem like because one person's body looks a way that now it's a trend and we should all strive to be? No, we should all be the best version of ourselves that we can. Take care of your body the best way you know how, baby, and love it. That's what we all should do. Dress for it. Dress for the flatter your shape.
Yes.
Because to me, that really, when it is something, it's like, it usually don't be the body, it be the clothes. Because when you dress in a way that flatters your figure, everybody looks good.
That's a fact.
So.
That's a fact.
It's them clothes. How are they fitting? Them clothes are tailored to her body. That's why they look so good. They look like they were made for her because they were.
Right.
They were made with her in mind.
Because when you see her playing Rue, and she got all them baggy ass, like,
exactly.
You know, crazy.
And I mean, Zendaya always looks cute, but it's really
does.
just like one of those things where she's not looking chic, which
No.
she's not supposed to because she's Rue. Rue is not chic. But you know what I mean? It really is like, it's not the body, baby. Dress for the clothes. Everybody can look good.
Exactly.
If you got a dress tailored to your measurements, you would look amazing.
Yes.
You would look amazing.
This is true.
So let's not play.
And let's not attach a body shape to addiction. I feel like that also is
to a drug, and a very addictive drug that has ruined people's lives.
Right. Talk about heroin chic is back. Shut up. I don't like that.
I don't like that either. This story I came across is from Argentina, and this flight instructor jumped out of the plane while he had a trainee learning from him in the plane.
Oh shit.
I'll read the story because pretty wild situation.
Yeah, like he jumped. Like, what do you mean he jumped?
A routine training flight turned unimaginable. A 22-year-old trainee pilot in Argentina was forced to land the plane by herself after her 42-year-old flight instructor reportedly removed his headset, gathered his belongings, opened the cockpit door, and jumped from the aircraft while it was still in flight.
Did he have a pack on?
Nope. He did not survive.
Oh.
Committed suicide.
Oh.
So despite having only a limited flight experience, the student immediately radioed for help and safely flew. It was a 2-seat Cessna plane, back to the airfield where she made what officials describe as a perfect landing. Wow. Trial by fire.
Talk about
Instructor's
trauma by
body was
fire.
found in a nearby field about 20 minutes after authorities were alerted.
Oh my gosh. Why are you doing that to me? This is my
Sadly,
first day.
dude was sad. They described him as someone who was always smiling, but like he wasn't happy. So it's like so tragic, but also extremely traumatic.
I know.
Why did you do that?
Like,
he must have really been dealing with some heavy shit.
Literally.
But I don't like that. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't like anything about this story. As the trainee,
I'm over here trying to learn from you. All I did was want to learn how to fly, and I thought you was the instructor guy who could teach me how to fly well. And then you go and commit suicide on my...
I guess he did, because this 22-year-old...
He got the job done.
Lady was able to be like, hey guys, so... Homeboy jumped out.
And thank goodness.
I don't know what to do.
No, literally, thank goodness he did teach her, or she took over, instincts took over, whatever, her inner body wisdom took over.
Okay, she relied on that.
That would have been two people.
That would have been crazy.
Just that we
in
got
that
the
little
RIP.
ass plane, he jumped out. That must have been insane.
Oh my goodness.
In air, opening whatever you have to open to get out, scary.
So scary.
Scary. If I was on a plane and a door opened, I don't know what I would do.
You know how loud that would be?
Do you know how fucking windy and scary and chaotic that would be? Especially in that small ass little Cessna.
Talk about a wind tunnel.
Talk about. So congrats to that person who landed that plane, but my goodness. Please.
Damn.
Next time, don't involve someone else in that. I did not like that. That was nuts.
Damn. Yikes. RIP to that man, but damn, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, something that I don't like is community events that look good but don't feel good. All right? I cannot stand when I go to an event that is like using the word community a bunch, but you know, it feels very cliquey. Like I come in and somebody maybe has said, hey, what's up? Or something like that. But I feel like I'm trying to attach myself to conversations that are already happening. Like there's no like facilitated situation that helps us to get to know each other.
That breaks the ice.
Breaks the ice. Or because sometimes, and let's be honest, when we go to community events, sometimes we go together or you go with a friend or a family member, somebody who
or even have people meet you up there where it's just like, I know the people I know here and I'm going to talk to all of them, but you don't really talk to anybody new.
Yeah. Exactly. And it's like, I think it's cool when you get to bring other people out and you get to find, you know, friends that you already know at community events. But it's like, how do we naturally, you're not trying to leave anyone out, but it's like you go to where you're comfortable and where you want to talk and stuff like that. So I think it is kind of the responsibility of whoever's hosting that quote community event to try to make sure that people are shaking shit up a little bit. Or don't call it a community event. Just like I'm having call it a meetup. An event or a meetup or a pop or networking. Because I feel like networking is more like you kind of are in charge of how you're going to network, you know? But I don't know. I just don't like when it comes to that and you feel like you pop up and it's just a whole bunch of people who already know each other and merch.
And merch.
You know? You're like, okay, this doesn't really feel community building. This feels like just gathered for the sake of
feels like we're all just here.
Yes.
To pay.
Yes. And again, those things have their spaces too.
Yeah.
But just don't call it a community event.
It feels more of just there's people here.
Exactly. Like, okay, this is surface combos, merch, and people who already know each other.
Yeah.
Now a person who literally came to meet other people
met nobody.
Met no one or felt othered or something. And that's weird. I don't like that.
I don't like that either. And our events are not like that. So stay tuned, baby, because we got some good shit coming.
Look, listen.
My last one is a little bit heavy, but I have to talk about this. The Nolan Wells story. Ooh. There have been a lot of crazy stories coming out about Black folks in the South and really all over the country where we have Black folks that are going missing, Black folks that are being found hung from trees and balconies, and it's being ruled suicide. And we're all saying to ourselves, what Black person hangs themselves from a tree? That's not something we do.
No.
And this Nolan Wells story is another one that is very, very, my gosh. For those of you who haven't heard, Nolan Wells, a black boy, I believe he was like 21 or 20 years old, and he went with some friends to this island off of the Mississippi River or some type of river in Mississippi, and basically he didn't come back with his friends, but his friends had his phone for some reason, and he was also the only black boy in this group of white boys. And so not only did these boys come back with his phone, they instantly got lawyers. They instantly started deactivating their social medias.
Wow.
And one of their parents is a judge.
Ugh,
Their
sick.
parents are all rich, and none of them, they're all saying they don't remember what happened.
Of course they fucking don't.
Recently, I believe they found Nolan's body.
Yeah.
So Nolan did not survive. And I even seen a video of them arguing. So we don't know what happened, but we do know his friends are not cooperating and they're acting like they don't remember what happened. They're saying he walked off with some girl and then he disappeared, but then they left him and you have his phone.
And you have his
None
phone.
of this is adding up. It feels sick and it's weird. I feel like every person who's tapped in, every person that's woke and ain't afraid to be woke, literally knows exactly what's going on.
Yep.
It's a suspicious situation. And it sucks because, you know, this isn't the first time a story like this has happened, not in history, not even in recent history.
I was just going to say not even recently.
You know, you've seen the one where, I forget the woman's name, but she was a black woman who went to a mom's sleepover. It was a whole bunch of grown women who all have kids. I think their kids all went to school together. And it was like a sleepover with all these women. And the only black woman there ends up dead in the backyard. And none of the women remember anything. And
they
I
don't
think
know what's going on.
One of the ladies' husbands was either a judge or a police officer or some type of DA or something. So no, it was basically like, oh, it was an accident. She accidentally tripped in the backyard and died. Like, what?
What? Or like that one black woman influencer recently who also went on a trip with her man, older white man, and they got engaged out there. And then a couple days later, she's dead.
Yeah.
She supposedly died from a suicide. And again, out the country, just her and her
got engaged.
White man.
Just with this man.
Yes, and it's like, and again, same thing. He's, didn't contact her family, like just
suspicious.
Just a whole bunch of suspicious, weird ass behavior, stuff that you feel like there's no empathy in this. If you ever cared about this person, you would not be moving like this.
You would not be moving like this, bro. Because I'm telling you right now, I don't give a heck if it was a friend of yours that wasn't even a friend of mine. We're not leaving this girl on this island. We're not leaving here without her.
Yeah.
We're calling the police. We're going to stay here until the police get here, and we're going to describe what she looks like to the police. And we're damn near going to ask if there's anything we can do to help find this girl. Because she came with us. Mm-hmm. So she should be leaving with us.
Absolutely.
And I care. I'm scared. I do not want this person. I don't want to get in trouble, so let me call my lawyer dad or my judge mom and try to figure out what the next move is and take the phone and delete evidence and deactivate my, like, what is all this?
What is happening?
You're moving so freaking weird, dude. And we all see it.
Yep.
We see what you are. You guys were not Nolan's friends.
No.
And there are people online, like, kind of attacking his parents. Like, why did you let your son, hang out with all these white boys? Like, I think the same reason why, people of different races always kind of trust white people. Mm-hmm. Because we've been brainwashed to think that they're the good and we're the bad and we should give them a chance. Mm-hmm. That's literally the vibes here, is like white is right. And we're getting away from it, but we're not fully done with it. Yeah. To the point where it's like there is a point where, like, just because it's their sense of humor and they make mean jokes and say off the wall things as a sense of humor. There's
microaggressions.
Yes, there's truth in jokes, man. If people are rude to you and they're othering you, it's time to use some discernment.
Yeah.
These aren't your friends. You've got to, oh my God. Not to say that white people can't be friends, but just, it's certain people where you just got to know, man. And honestly, I would not feel comfortable with my child being the only black person, brown person, whatever, in the space with just all white people. Not going to no remote island that you need a boat to get on and off. I'm not
one way in, one way out.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Sorry. Not even sorry.
Yeah. It's just, it's really unfortunate that all of the evidence that has led up to every single one of these scenarios that we're talking about, plus plenty more that we have not even mentioned and probably can't even think of because there's unfortunately like endless of these, is that the folks who are white aren't being cooperative. They're not showing empathy to the situation.
Yeah, no, not at all. They're being extremely cold.
They're being cold.
To the situation.
And it's just like, we would be remiss if we did not pay attention to that.
Absolutely not.
And keep that in mind when it comes to our own children or loved ones that we care about, and we hear that they're going out on these, you know, these trips and things. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, you're the only? There's nobody else out there who has your back, and it sucks and it's sad that we even have to think about it like this.
It really is, because it's like, you don't want to think, oh, you can't be friends with white people. You don't want to think that, but you do need to think of like, hey man, there's gotta be somebody
that's gonna have your back.
That's gonna have your back. That is gonna see your humanity.
Yes.
Because I think that oftentimes feels like the thing, sometimes in some really subtle ways and sometimes in very overt ways, where I have encountered white folks where it seems like they have a hard time seeing your humanity. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's they're going out of their way to, like, I don't know, almost prove or perform like they see your humanity, wearing a novelty shirt that says something very like, oh, people are created equal, or like they say something like that, like, hey, I love your skin, and you're just like, that's weird. That's a weird thing. I wish you wouldn't have said that, because now I'm kind of feeling like the opposite.
Fetishized.
Yeah, or like even the opposite. Like, why did you have to say that? Why can't we just be normal? We're both human beings. Why can't we just exist together? Why does it have to be a thing that I'm black and you're white? You know what I mean? It's like, it's weird. It's weird. I do not get around white people who be like, hey, by the way, I'm black and Mexican, so what about you? You know what I mean? I'm not the one doing that, but oftentimes white folks will say something, even well-meaning white folks will say something that automatically others me, that feels like, maybe you meant it as a compliment. Maybe you were trying to make me, you said it in a way to kind of make me comfortable. But really, it's making me uncomfortable.
Like, these examples that we're giving aren't even far-fetched. Like, these are real examples pulled from real life. Like, somebody literally told you, I love your skin.
I've heard it a lot of times.
Or
I love your skin. I wish my skin could do that. What do you mean?
Or my hair. You know what I mean? I wish my hair could do that. Or like,
my hair is really thin. Look at it. And yours is thick. And it's like, why are we doing this? Why are we comparing our hairs? Can we not do this?
Somebody said to me recently, would you call that an afro?
Sure, I would. You know what I mean? No, I'd actually call it a cloud bob. It's a cloud bob.
It's a cloud bob.
Did you not read the magazines?
Yeah. I was like, I would call this an afro. Absolutely, yes. And she's like, older white lady. She's like, yeah, I remember afros. I feel like I used to see them all the time. She's like, it's okay, I say afro, right?
Girl. Honestly, I wish you'd stop. But that's what we mean. Like, it's so like, you're making it weird. Afro is not something that is offensive to say. But when you keep the way you're saying it, I'm like, why are you doing this? Why are we having this conversation right now? I don't understand. Why are we talking about my hair?
Right. It's like the whole reason you even talk to me. Like, I saw you staring at like it from far away. It's like, you know, again, it's like, okay, thank you for the compliment. I get it, but like,
oops, uncomfy, bro. I don't like it at all. And it doesn't give that you see my humanity.
Yes.
Like, it feels like that you see hair, and that's kind of for some reason throwing you off. That am I human? Look at that hair. Look at that skin. Is that a human? It's like I could feel that.
Pokemon.
Yes, rare Pokemon being discovered. Look at this exotic thing. What are you?
Literally.
What are you? Are you black? And you're just like, this is weird, person. It's weird.
This is a lot. This is too much.
Maybe ease us into that.
Yeah.
You know, start cold and get warmer. I don't know, but.
Don't like none of that on me.
Don't like none of that. Don't like whatever happened to Nolan Wells. I don't like it. And may he rest in peace. Yes. And may his mother and father be finding some type of privacy, some type of, you know, God's hand in their life right now, because I could not imagine.
No.
May he rest in peace, and may justice be served. So that brings us to our thank you, girl. Who we thanking today?
Yes, we tapped on it a little bit earlier in the show, but just another huge thank you to all of the folks who came out to our How to Be Real theater night last week. It was so much fun.
The real ones.
Oh my gosh, we love you, real ones. And again, another thank you to Celebration Arts for providing the 10 tickets for our folks to come out and see Don't Touch My Hair.
They had a time.
Okay, it was such a time, and it was really cool because not only did we get to gather together for our quarterly events that we like to host.
I know, we like to do it, baby. We did
that. We also ended up having like an impromptu dinner afterwards, and it was just fun to like catch up and meet new people. We like met one of our folks who we've only known online.
I know.
You know, shout out to Jada.
Yes, Jada, girl. Welcome.
And then another homegirl from the gym, Ali. She's in Italy right now. You know, she's awesome. Just like all of our people who have supported us from the beginning to the present day. It's just really dope. Thank you guys so much.
Thank y'all for showing up, and I'm glad y'all got to see me in my bag.
In her element.
That was so fun, and I felt so supported, and then we had sake bombs and sushi. It was such a time, and I'm so thankful for this space that we're creating. It is growing, and it is really cool to see it grow.
Yes.
It really is like a baby that's like learning to walk.
Go ahead, be great.
We're like, oh my God, look at this.
Our baby.
So yeah, just to let y'all know, yes.
Yes.
We're tapped in. The people are tapped in, and we see you, and we love y'all.
And we will be planning some other events. We try to do a little quarterly some. So, you know, stay tuned and stay connected with us so that you can be in the know. You can follow us at howtobereal on Instagram and Substack.
Yes.
I'm at Just Say Tay.
I'm at the Tasha B. Instagram and Substack. Check me out, baby.
Period. And you can always send us a listener letter or some advice, or just say hey at heyhowtobereal@gmail.com. And of course, you know, we love to hear your reviews, ratings, comments, all those things.
We like to see your views on YouTube as well. So,
period.
If you're here, hi.
Hi, thanks. And remember, we are not therapists, we just have them. So take all of this that you got today, all these little nuggets, with just a little grain of salt. And this week's random reel is on my girl Tasha B.
It is. Message to myself and others. Do the bold thing, the fun thing. Wear the good, fancy, cute clothes, eat the good food, and make this life fun and interesting for yourself. Enjoy life. You deserve to have a good time while you're here. So, take that.
Take that.
Receive it. Rewind it and play it again if you need to.
And with that, stay real.